Good afternoon, everybody. How the devil are you? It is a Sunday afternoon and it's time for a little bit of big Pauly action. Yes. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. I've completely forgotten about it. I've just been watching movies with James stream. It's still going on at the moment, although I think it'll be coming to a close very soon. I thought I better get on here, because otherwise I'll get people going, "Where are you? Where are you?" But yeah, definitely go and check out movies with James. His live stream with Jamie Powell, which I can see Jamie's big, ugly, bald head from here. Bless him. Also go and subscribe to James and also subscribe to Jamie as well. Okay, so we are here. It is Sunday. Just going to have a little chat. I don't know how long today's stream is going to go for. Probably an hour, maybe an hour and a half, depending on comments, depending on how many comments we've got. Today's been a good day. I got up quite early this morning. Now, it wasn't early. Flipping hell, it wasn't early. What time was it? 7:15. That's not early. But I decided to go to the car boot fair or car boot sale. I know we all call it different things. I've always called it a boot fair since I was a kid. But a lot of people call it a car boot sale. It's basically both. Yeah, so it's a car boot sale fair. Yeah, it's the first one of the season at my local Tilminston. It was actually a really big one this morning. I couldn't believe how many people were actually there. And being the first one of the season, like last year, it was, you kind of eased into it. You know, there was maybe 5 rows of sellers. Today, there was probably, God, I don't know, maybe 10 to 15 rows of sellers. And it was havoc trying to get into it. The queues were like 2 miles up the road, coming from all different directions onto the roundabout. So it took me a good half an hour to actually get into it and get parked up. But I did a good video. I did go round. I'm not saying anything about, you know, what was being sold or any pickups or anything like that. So there is a video coming. It's going to be tomorrow night. So it'll be 5 o'clock on Monday night. And I decided to just do a walkabout and take me DJI Pocket Osmo 3 and just video the entire boot run, the entire walkabout. So there'll be very few cuts in it. There'll be some commentary from me throughout the video. It lasts just under an hour. And just walking around the boot fair, seeing what there is and bumping into people. So I hope you enjoy that. It's the first one I've done where I've just freely walked around and not just specifically cut on physical media, you know, stalls, and just gone everywhere. Yeah, you'll even see the hot dog fans and the burger fans, the Portaloo cabin, you know, the Portaloo toilets, and all the queue for the ice cream van. So I hope you'll watch that tomorrow night. It's about 5 o'clock. It's coming up. I do have a video coming up tonight, 6 o'clock, I think it is, and it is new release unboxings. So next week's new releases, I've actually had all the ones that I pre-ordered for. They all came yesterday, so I did a video for them. So there'll be some unboxings. There's some steelbooks and 4Ks and stuff. But anyway, that's enough about that. Let's get into some questions, because I'm sure there's a few questions in it. I hope there's some questions. Otherwise, I'm just going to be sitting here looking like a dumb twat for like an hour. Anyway, let's get into it. So what have we got? Hang on. Where are we? Oh, what is going on? Oh. Live viewer comments show up on StreamYard. This is an example. Tap on the comment to show it on screen. What? What's all this about? What on earth is going on? I'm trying to get these the comments up. I've got a box that's come up. It says on stage. Tap on a comment to show it on screen. What's going on? Show. Hey, mate. Yeah, okay. It's weird. It's like a blue box that's come up and it says on stage. On stage? What the hell is that supposed to mean? That is really weird. Anyway, there's always some hiccup with a live stream, isn't there? Anyway, hello there, a Trekkernaut. Let's see if we can get any more comments up. So you have to hit it twice. You have to hit it once and then you have to hit it twice. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. What does it say? Hi, Big Pauly. Where is the best place to get steelbook protectors from? I would say probably eBay. There's a company called Steelbook Central, and they do the best ones, and they do all sorts of like dimensions and that. So you know, you can have them for regular steelbooks, you can have them for jumbos. They also do the measurements for like Blue Fans editions and even bigger ones. Believe it or not, I think they actually do steelbook protectors for those big steel tins as well, like the Lord of the Rings and that. So I definitely go to Steelbook Central every time. Yeah, this is really weird on these comments because you just hit the comment, and then it goes to a blue box, and then it says you have to hit it again for the comment to show up. Weird. Which means I've got to look closer to the screen because I can't see it over on that side. It's on the actual very small little box. Okay, have you pre-ordered Sean Connery James Bond collection on Steelbook? My wallet's taken a battering for my pre-order. Yeah, no, I actually haven't. I haven't pre-ordered it yet. I really need to jump on it because I want to get the Steelbook tin and I don't want it to sell out. Because I've got probably about 12 Steelbook tins. And I just love those Steelbook tins. And if they're going to be doing all of those like that, if they're going to be doing like the Pierce Brosnan Steelbook tin, the Roger Moore Steelbook tin, and Daniel Craig, they're going to look really good. It's going to look a little bit odd with maybe Timothy Dalton and Lazenby. I don't know what they're going to do with that. Yeah, so I'm waiting. Actually, I'm waiting for the artwork. I want to pre-order it, but I am actually waiting for the artwork to show up so I can see what they're like. But unfortunately, we've lost the old 20%, haven't we? So it's going to really hit hard on the wallet now because I think it's about 120 quid, which really is not too bad considering that a lot of those Steelbook tins that have 5 or 6 films in were a good £199 when they first came up for pre-order. So maybe I'll just, pull the trigger and then see what happens. If the artwork's crap, I'll cancel it and just go with the standard release. Dave's movies. I've double dipped on Nosferatu 4K movie as I like both artwork on Steelbook and Amaray. It's becoming a regular thing. Am I wrong in doing so? Advice needed. I don't think so. I mean, most of the time it's one or the other. But that's the thing with the 4Ks and even the Blu-rays, but I think mainly the 4Ks. Some Steelbook art is really good, and if you do find an Amaray that's got equal artwork or there's something special about it, it's got debossing, it's got some spot gloss, or maybe it's like the Kill Bill ones with the sliding plastic surrounds like the Mondos, then why not? I mean, you don't have to be restricted to just buying one version. I know it's the same film. That's the comment I get most of the time. You've got multiple copies in your collection. It's all the same film though. Yes, it is the same film, but we like to have different versions, different variations. I mean, look at collectors. I mean, collectors like people that collect plates. I mean, it's a plate. Why have you got so many plates? Because of the designs, because of what they look like, how they're made, how they're shaped. I mean, I don't know why I've picked plate as an example, but why not? Why not buy what you want and what you really like in your collection? I've got 7 copies of The Force Awakens, um, all the different versions, and there's like different variations of the steelbooks. I've got probably about 4 different versions of the steelbooks. I had 8 versions of it, but I did sell my big sleeve edition, which I regret now, actually. I should have kept that in the collection, but it was a bit tricky to store those. So, yeah, I mean, if there's something that you want, just buy it. You know, it don't matter what anybody else thinks. It's your collection. It's what makes you happy. What makes you happy? Entity is here. Hello. What's this? Yeah, my entertainer has fully stopped Funko Pops now. I asked the staff and they said licensing issues with Funko. Oh, okay. So that must be the genuine reason then. Yeah, because I asked them and they just said that there's no interest in them anymore, which I find highly unlikely because you only have to look into Smith's Toys. So, okay, licensing issues with Funko. I wonder, is that going to harm the entertainer? Does the entertainer really stock that many Funkos? The one in Dover used to, but the last couple of times I've been in there, it's been reduced to like 2 shelves maybe. So yeah, I think they've moved away from Funko over the years. What I find still weird to this day is that the entertainer is closed on a Sunday. You know, you got 2 days, especially when it's like weekdays and not school holidays, where you've got families that want to go out and do shopping and take kids to toy shops at the weekend. They've only got the Saturday option. I think it's to do with religion, isn't it? Is it a religious company or it's owned by a religious person? That's the reason why they're shut on Sunday. It's not good business sense, though, is it? It's not good business sense, to be honest. Dave Smith says, what pre-orders have you done? Tombstone, I've definitely pre-ordered that one. I can't even think of what else is coming out over the next couple of months. I do have pre-orders in. Off the top of my head, I can't actually remember. Hang on, if you can bear with me. I will quickly get up my HMV. Let's log in. I haven't actually pre-ordered Minecraft. I didn't go to the cinema to see that. I haven't seen it yet. I'm not in a rush to watch it, but I think I'm going to wait until the kids have gone back to school if I do go and see it, because it's absolutely manic at the cinemas. Absolutely horrendous. So Tombstone, Flow, definitely Flow. I love that film. Mickey 17, the HMV exclusive steelbook. What else have I got? Species in 4K, the Lethal Weapon 4K edition with a steelbook. American Pie, the Wedding Deluxe Collector's Edition, the Reunion Deluxe Collector's Edition, American Pie 2 Deluxe Collector's Edition. I did pre-order the Nightmare on Elm Street 1 to 7 limited edition steelbook collection. I'm glad I got in on that one when the 20% was going around, because I think probably now that's too high. Plus also the Dark Knight trilogy steelbook collection. So there's a lot of these steelbook collections being released. Dune Prophecy season 1, plus also got the Clint Eastwood films. So for a few dollars more, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, A Fistful of Dollars. I've got pre-orders on those. Sonic the Hedgehog 3, the steelbook. What else have we got? I think that might be it. Nosferatu, Deep Blue Sea. Yeah, I think I'm getting to the end of the pre-orders now. Kill Bills, I've had those. Transformers 1. Yeah, that's it. Gladiator 2. Yeah, that's it. So only 3 pages of pre-orders. So I'm doing pretty well. I haven't pre-ordered anything else recently, but hopefully some more stuff is going to get announced. I'm hoping, I don't really know if it's ever going to happen. It probably will. I'm hoping that they do release Snow White. Because I want it in the collection. I want it as either the Amaray or the Steelbook. I think it would be a really nice Steelbook. I didn't have any problem with the film. I really enjoyed it. I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. Honestly, I had fun with it. And Rachel Zegler was absolutely amazing in it. So the hatred that it's getting, and the reason why it's got 1.5, I think, on IMDb, it's a combination of political, from both Zegler and Gal Gadot, with the Palestinian views and things like that, and also Rachel Zegler's comments on the original being so outdated and weird. But putting that aside, it was a pretty fun film. It was a pretty fun film with some good musical numbers. And no, I didn't have a problem with the dwarfs. I thought the dwarfs were adorable and fun as well. But that's just me. Yeah, so I think a lot of people were a little bit harsh on it just because of political and comments. I think if you push that aside and just focused on the film, you might kind of enjoyed it. Guess who's here? Butts Unplugged is here. Let's all unplug. We got E-Track Studio. Hello there. My Blu-ray advisor. God, I hope not. Otherwise, I've ruined everybody's collection. Oh my God. Receiver position. How's your Sunday evening? Do you know what? It doesn't really feel like evening. It's still bright skies out there, bright daylight, sun shining like mad, blue sky. It's like 20 degrees or so. Yeah, it feels like I should be out enjoying the sun. I did this morning at the car boot sale. Oh, that's lovely. Just a little nip of cold in the air. That's the only thing that ruined it. Otherwise, that would have been a really nice morning walking around. Matthew Nichols is here. Hello. And the wolf as well. Ow! How's it going? Watching American Werewolf in London for the first time. Amazing. Oh, it is an amazing film. There's a few things in that film that still freak me out to this day. The moors, walking across the moors, especially when you watch it with a surround, DTS or Atmos or something like that, and you get this, the just sound of the wolf is just chilling. The other scene is the nightmare when he's laying in the hospital bed, and you have all these like Nazi skeletons and that. That really freaked me out. And also the bit where the man's walking through the underground and something's chasing him and he tries to run up the escalators. Shit, you're watching it for the first time. Have I just given shit away? I might just spoil it for you. I'm sorry if I did. Yes. Are you watching it as you're watching the stream? Or have you already seen it? Because if you haven't, if you're planning to watch it tonight, sorry. Oh, dear me. Yeah, it's a great film. Josh is here. Hello, mate. It's going well, thanks. Hope everything's going with you and your driving lessons and that. Sam is here as well. What is a good movie to watch with my grandma tomorrow? I get this question every stream. It's great that you're seeing your grandmother so much, but I really don't know. I don't know what to suggest. I mean, I don't know what your grandma likes. She might hate all sorts of films. Luke is here. Hello, mate. Have you seen the trailer for Megan 2.0? I have. And I thought it looks really good. I really enjoyed the first one. And the second one is just up in it. It's kind of like she's in overload now. And I think it's going to be a fresh arse kicking. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to watching that. Josh says, I bought 2 movie titles this week after seeing the Citizen Kane 4K. Making it jealous. Yeah. The Substance and The Bird, 2 fantastic films. I picked up The Substance. I actually didn't see it in the cinema. So I'm actually curious because I know it's had so much praise, not just from the public, but also, you know, critically as well. So I'm definitely looking forward to watching it. I'm a little bit dubious about what I'm going to see. But yeah, I definitely will get around to watching it. The Bird, is it Bird? I'm not sure what that one is. I've probably videoed it on the shelves in HMV, but I'm not familiar with that one at the moment, I don't think. What we got here? Entity. Our car boot hunt's gonna make a surprise return one day. They're back. Yes, I did a film in today. I did a film in this morning, and the video will be up tomorrow night at 5 o'clock on Monday night. And like I say, I just filmed it as like not a one take, because there is maybe 2 or 3 cuts in it. But I just let the video record. I just walked around with my microphone, let the video record, and you can see all sorts of stuff. Yeah, the fact that I stood on a hardened piece of dog poo almost. There's dogs in it. There's ice cream vans. There's burger bars. There's kids bumping into me. There's me almost falling over a pram. So it's quite a carry on. So I hope you watch it. But yeah, it'll be Monday night at 5 o'clock. Boots, Butts Unplugged calls it. I call it a car booty. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. I don't know where the expression down here, boot fair, came from. Because growing up, it was never called a car boot sale. It was always called a boot fair. And even to this day, there are posters that just say car boot fair on it. And even on the website, which I go to, the actual one at Tilmingston, which is a really big one, it says boot fairs in Kent. So, yeah, I don't know how it changed from boot fair to car boot sale. And I don't know. Like I say, maybe it's regional. I don't know. Because I know, like with rolls, you know, around the country, they're called different things. I think they're called cobs in certain parts of the country. And then you get a bap, and then it's called something else. We've always called it a roll. Yeah. Which does actually complicate matters, because if you've got a roll and you put sausages in it, then that makes it a sausage roll. But then that gets confusing because it's not a sausage roll. So I can understand why they would say, like, it's a sausage bap or it's a sausage cob. Yeah, it's complicated. Yeah, no wonder foreigners have so much trouble with our bleeding language. Dave's movies. Just watched the new Naked Gun trailer with Liam Neeson. Looks funny. It could be fun, but he's not going to be as funny as Liam. He's not going to be as funny as Leslie Nielsen. I don't know if he's the right person for the job, though. I think it might have been miscast. I just don't see Liam Neeson as that type of character. I mean, I know he's done a bit of comedy in. He's done a few comedy scenes with Warwick Davis and that, hasn't he? With Ricky Gervais in, I think it was Extras, something like that. But I just don't see Liam Neeson as a comedic actor. could surprise us all. Be interesting to see anyway. E-Track Studios says, Pauly, I bought Craven the Hunter. Have you seen it yet? And what's your rating out of 10? Yes, I have seen it. I did go to see it at the cinema when it opened. It was much better than Madam Web, definitely. I've got it on 4K. I'm actually just waiting for a slipcover for it from Inky Prints. I can't remember what I gave it though. I think it might. Would it have been a 7? I don't think it's a 7. Hang on. And it's just kind of, yeah, that's me. Let's have a look. Let's see what I gave it. I think I gave it a 5. Let's have a look. Yeah. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I gave it a 5 out of 10. Which is okay, I think. It's okay. There were parts of it which weren't good. One of the actresses in it was terrible. And the whole rhino thing I thought was not very good. But it was a moderately okay film. But I think they knew they were onto a stinker for most people, you know, coming off of like Madam Web, and they haven't had a very good run. Sony didn't have a very good run, and I think that's why they ditched the entire lot. So, I mean, Craven had more delays than bloody M25 traffic, so they finally had to just dish it out. Pardon me. Universal Studios fan 2001, hello. And George is here. Hello, George. What are you picking up this week? You'll see that at 6 o'clock tonight. Yes, because I did the unboxings. There might be a few other bits when we go out on a Blu-ray hunt, which will be Wednesday this coming week. So there might be a couple of other bits and pieces that I actually pick up. Entity says Pauly's Boot Fair walkabout expanded and enhanced. Yeah, probably. I used my DJI Osmo Pocket 3 because it was easier to walk around, just kind of like walking around holding that. That's actually a TV remote, but you know what I mean, like that, rather than having a mobile phone and just holding it up like that while I'm walking around, because you know you're going to bump into people. So I've had it much easier walking around a boot fair, car boot sale with me DJI. Kermit's Ghost is here. Hello, mate. I've just been speaking to Kermit over on Movies with James stream. Universal Studios fan. I saw that the contract with Chris Pine is getting a UK physical release from Dazzler tomorrow. Bobby Dazzler. Yeah. Yeah. I actually haven't seen it. Was this an Apple film or a Netflix film? I think it was an exclusive. But yeah, I've not got round to watching that, so it might be one that I'll pick up. But I might stream it first to see if it's worth picking up. Who have we got here? We got Adrian. Is that Adrian James? Yes. Afternoon. Good afternoon. And Matthew Nichols is here. Hello. Megan 2 trailer was great. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. And who have we got here? Hang on, I'm going to have to put that back out. Owie Booker Simpson 2. I don't know what that is. Is that your name? Yeah. Did the car boot have any bootlegs? Not that I saw. Actually, not that I saw. It wasn't a massive success, let me say, with the physical media. It could be that it's just the start of the season, because today was the very first day. The last time they had a car boot fair was about October last year. And then it restarts again in April and lasts until October. And there was a couple of sellers there that were not actually there that I've seen on previous ones. Like last year, there was a bloke that just had nothing but console games, stacks and stacks and boxes of like Xbox and PlayStation games, and there was no one there. There was no one there selling them. So I think because it's so early in the season, they didn't think that there was going to be a lot of people. Bloody hell. I've never seen a boot fair down here that busy. Yeah. There's a lot of people out. I need to go earlier. I need to get there earlier on the next one. James is here. Hello. Oh, sorry, Jason. How are you? I'm okay, thanks. I haven't been back to see a film at the cinema since the last film I saw was Batman and Robin in the year 1997. Holy crap. And I haven't been back since. I wonder what. Wow. Is there a specific reason for that? Are you just not interested in going back, or have you got such a really good setup at home that you'd much rather watch films at home? That is a long time. That is a long time since the last time that you hit the cinema. Mr. Powell is here. All right, Mush. Thanks for the delay of the stream. Hope you're well. Yeah. Any pickups this week? Yeah. So far 3. All will be revealed at 6 o'clock. Yes. Unfortunately, I think the end of my stream kind of like overlapped with James by a couple of minutes. I didn't want to. I normally do my stream at 4 till 6, but I didn't want to kind of like do it while James was still doing his. Because basically I wanted to watch James stream anyway. Yeah, so trying to move it along a little bit. So that's fine. Hour and a half is perfectly fine. I mean, an hour is perfectly fine, but I think an hour and a half is a good amount of time to get a lot of questions in. Who have we got here? Adrian, hello. The Tron Ares trailer was great. I can't wait to see that. Yeah. I haven't really read up much about the production or how the story is going to be. I wasn't actually expecting Tron to be in our world. Because whenever we've seen the previous Tron films, we have our world and then we have their world, inside the computer and that. So they've never really mixed it up. So this is kind of like the Matrix version of Tron. So it looks good. It looks good, especially with that, especially with the light cycle, and what it does to that police car, and also the big, crab machines. Crab machines? I can't remember the name of them. The big ships. Yeah. I heard Thingy's voice, Jeff Bridges' voice. So I don't know if they've done deep fake or proper CGI on him, because in Tron Legacy he looked good, but it wasn't quite right. It was a little bit off. So I'm hoping it's more along the lines of Robert Downey Jr. in Civil War, and young Kurt Russell in Guardians 2. So I'm hoping that it's a lot more, what's the term? Better. A lot better looking. You know what I mean? Entity says, have you watched Novocaine yet? To me, it looks like if Max Payne had a baby with Silent Night. Yeah, I went to see it at the cinema last week. It was a fun film. It's a fun film. I thought it took a little while to get going. It's a little bit slow at the beginning. But yeah, it was a fun film. I wouldn't put it in the same category as something like Nobody or John Wick, but it was certainly an entertaining little action film there. And I thought Jack Quaid was pretty good. Jason says, have you seen the new Megan 2 trailer yet? But I haven't seen the first trailer and film. Is it any good to watch and buy on 4K? Well, you haven't seen the first film. I would definitely watch the first film before seeing the second film. Definitely. It's kind of something that you have to do, Alfie, whatever, Booter Simpson. What happens when you order steelbooks on CX online? I've actually never done that because I've always been wary that you don't know what you're getting. You know what they should do. CEX should do what they do with the games, like have all the electronics and phones and things, then have a rating system, whereas they rate the quality of it. You know, if they put a steelbook on there and they gave it 1 out of 5, you know it's got dents, scratches, and bangs. But if they mark it as 5 out of 5, then it should be mint, so you know what you're getting. That's what they should do, especially with steelbooks. So yeah, I've always been wary about ordering steelbooks from CEX. If I want a steelbook and it's in my area, it's within driving distance, then I will definitely go to the store and check it out. There was one in Maidstone that I wanted to look at, and they were very reluctant to let me hold it. I thought I was going to run out the store with it. Didn't even have the bloody discs in it. It was just an empty metal shell. Yeah. But it had scratches all over the back, so I passed on that. And they wanted 30 quid for it. E-Track Studios, there's been a rumour Austin Butler may do an Elvis Jailhouse Rock film. Not 100% sure. Caught a snip from YouTube. Maybe it might be just talks. Don't know. Yeah. Or it could be an April Fool's joke from last week. Yeah. I know a lot of people have said they would like a proper Elvis film with Austin Butler, just Elvis. You know, don't focus on anything else, just Elvis. So I don't know. I mean, he could do another one. I really enjoyed the first one. So did Papa Bowman. Josh says, the only film I've pre-ordered is Anora Criterion that releases next month. Tempted to pre-order, what? Chungking Express. Oh, I don't know that one. I've not heard of that one. Luke says, can't wait for Stranger Things 5. Definitely. And that's going to be, I think that's going to be released in two bits, isn't it? Like, you know, we get the first like half of the series and then we get the second half of the series. And apparently they're about 90 minutes an episode, something like that. So it's like having a whole series full of like nearly 2-hour movies, I suppose. Yeah, I hope they've really done their work on it and it's going to be a payoff and not just fizzle out, because a lot of shows over the years have been fantastic and then they've just miserably failed on the series finale. So we hope that it's worth watching. Matthew says Thunderbolts is half a month away now. Pardon me. I'm looking forward to that one, actually. I think I might be looking forward to that one more than Fantastic Four. It just looks so fun. It's not going to be taking itself seriously. You know, it's just dumb action fun, I think. It's just going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a proper, like, summer blockbuster popcorn movie. Do you think we will get a Daniel Craig Steelbook tin? I think we will. And I think we get a Pierce Brosnan and also a Roger Moore one as well. I mean, with them putting out the 4Ks for Sean Connery, you know, we've been talking about proper 4Ks for Bond films for years now. And now that they're getting into it, I think that they will milk it for as much as they can. I am a little bit surprised that they are doing it. I'm happy they're doing it, but it's like, you know, Bond is now Amazon's property. So if you're running the streaming network, you know, the platform, you'd be like, we want people to watch it on our streaming platform, not to go out and buy it. But Disney thought the same thing with all the Star Wars and the MCU shows. and we thought that we would never get those releases, but then turn around, a whole stash full of them. I think they've released about 12 now. So, you know, even though they are still on Disney Plus, you know, they haven't removed them from Disney Plus, and a lot of people still stream them, but they finally realised that there are collectors out there. There are people out there that would like to own them in their collection. Plus, we can make them for 50 quid a steelbook. And the good thing with what Disney did with the Star Wars and the MCU ones, is that they actually did put some effort into the steelbooks themselves. You know, I know we got a couple of art cards in there, but the art, you know, it's so unique. It's not from any other release. Those Disney Plus steelbooks are one of a kind artwork designs, and they put effort into that, and I give them props for doing that. So we just hope with the Amazon release of the James Bond collections that we really do get some good artwork for them. I'm looking forward to the tin, especially the tin with the steelbooks inside. And it'll be great to watch all of the Sean Connery films in 4K. Because I think maybe a few of them have streamed in 4K, but I don't think any of them had anything like Dolby Vision or HDR or anything like that, or Dolby Atmos. I don't know. I might be wrong, but we definitely. But I want to see Golden. I want to see Goldfinger. Not Goldfinger. I want to see GoldenEye. I want to see GoldenEye in 4K. So I really hope they do a Pierce Brosnan collection. Entity. What we got? I'd like if they made these new James Bond box sets to match up to one image as a nod to the old Bond videotapes. Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, what you put in when you put them together, they all stood side by side. I know what you mean. And sometimes I've been in charity shops and they've actually had the old DVDs. Whereas when they're all lined up, it sort of like says 007 along the side of it. Of course, it looks weird if someone puts a disc tray the wrong way. Yeah, it would be good, but there is a problem with that, is that we know that Bond has now ended with, you know, Daniel Craig with No Time to Die. So they could do the collection from Dr. No to No Time to Die as a whole image, and then the next Bonds can be different, maybe different images, or just do something different. Because the last thing I heard a couple of days ago is that they are, I mean, I don't know how much truth there is in it, because it's probably still in early talks, that they are looking for a younger actor in his mid-20s to play Bond in the 1950s, kind of like a throwback, to go back to what we've not seen before. So I don't know. It's only speculation, but I think that kind of move would be interesting. It will give them the chance to flare it up a bit, you know, not rely on huge satellite technology and invisible cars and stuff like that, and modern tech, but give it kind of like a Fantastic Four kind of feeling, you know, the new Fantastic Four. Just give it that old throwback to the 50s. If you remember The Man from U.N.C.L.E. with Henry Cavill and Alicia Vikander, that was a really good film. I enjoyed that, and I loved the look of it. And you can just have all these cars, you know, fantastic looking cars and costumes and stuff like that. So I really think that if they knock it back to like the 50s, I think they could do something really special with it, rather than going forward and being too far advanced. Yeah, so we'll see anyway. But Amazon have got complete creative control now, so who knows? Who knows, eh? Dave's Movies, Elm Street Steelbook set, £200. Where is the justification for that? I think when you think about it, what is a 4K steelbook? About 30 quid, isn't it? What are we talking about? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 210 quid for 7 steelbooks. So it's about right. It's about right, you know, if you bought them separately. Thankfully, getting it down by 50 or 60 quid using the 20% off was a help. But the Lord of the Rings ones, the Lord of the Rings with the 3 steelbooks in them, I think they were close to like £199 when they first came out. I'm pretty sure they were. And that's for the Harry Potter one that's got like 8 steelbooks in it. Yeah, that was up. I'm sure that was about nearly 200 quid. There's still one that's missing from the collection that I just can't get. It's impossible to get. And that's the Rambo one. I think it was either a Walmart, a Target, or a Best Buy exclusive in America. Great artwork in it. You can occasionally find it on eBay every now and again, but to find a mint one, all of the ones that I've seen have got either dents or scratches on the outer tin, and they go for like 500, 600 quid. So it's that rare to try and get hold of. And to find a mint one would be bloody impossible. I really hope one day that they decide to release that over here, because yeah, that'll be the fastest pre-order in history for me. I really hope they do. Movies with James is here. Hello, mate. HMV's 20% is a big miss. I wonder if Zavvi will take note and start something. Seems like a logical thing for them to increase sales. Yeah, because I would imagine Zavvi's lost a hell of a lot of business over the last couple of years. Is it last 2 years maybe? With the HMV doing the 20% off. I think HMV knew that people were recycling the 20% off. But they were probably making quite a bit of money out of it because people were pre-ordering more, ordering more stuff. So even though they were knocking money off, I think they probably made up for it in the end with extra sales. As for what they're going to do next, it would be nice to have some kind of incentive, you know, like a Costa card. You know, buy 10 4Ks, get one free, something like that. A good incentive, or collect points and then get discount off. You know, collect 1,000 points and then cash it in for a tenner off or £20 off. So I know we used to have the old card back in the day, but I hope they do something, some kind of incentive, because there's not many places that actually do that. The only thing really that Zavvi have is the red carpet, which I think you pay about £10 a year, and you can get some percentage off. It's 10% or 20%. I think it's 10%, but I don't think it includes pre-orders. So I think it has to be in stock stuff. Yeah, so we do need a good incentive, especially if they want people to pre-order from them. It's definitely going to be missed though if we start getting some really, you know, expensive stuff. And they've recently started, haven't they? HMV have recently started doing this 3 4Ks for 50 quid. So is that going to stop people actually pre-ordering them now? Because, you know, a standard 4K is like £24.95. And if they are going to be appearing on the 3 for 50 quid offer within a couple of weeks or a month, people are going to think, I won't order it. I won't pre-order it. I'll wait until there's 3 items and then I'll go and order them. The only hiccup there is for us slipcover fans. You know, there might not be a possibility of guaranteeing a slipcover, but it probably doesn't bother a lot of people because we're just slipcover freaks. What we got here? Oh, hello. I'll show that one. Hold on a minute. Have I lost the comment here? No, that's right. Yeah. If Daniel Craig Bond 4K steelbooks get re-released, it could have been better and improved artwork. Yeah, because they've been a bit of a mix, haven't they? I really love the Casino Royale one with like all the playing cards on it. The Skyfall one was good with him leaning up against the car, the Aston Martin. No Time to Die, that was just kind of like the side of the Aston Martin. So they've been a mixed bag. They haven't been like a genuine connection. You know, there hasn't been a matched type of artwork. So it's an opportunity there, an opportunity where they can revise some of the artwork. What we got here is Kermit. Hello, Kermit. Let's not forget, Paul, you have 400 copies of 50 Shades. Not that many, not anymore. No, I've probably still got about 30 copies left. I just wonder what I could do with them. I could probably attach a bit of string all the way through them and just have them hanging up in the garden. That'd blind a few people up and down the road, wouldn't it, when the sun reflects off them? Entity, my entertainer used to have a wall as big as HMV's Funko collection, so it's sad to see that they've stopped stocking them. Yeah, and also I remember the entertainer used to stock quite a lot of Star Wars stuff at one point, especially the vintage collection. You know, not the originals, but the redo ones. And the last time I went to Blue Water, they had some Andor ones and some Mandalorian ones. The whole toys section, not just including that, but Toys R Us. I mean, Star Wars with Toys R Us, they used to open at like midnight when the new film used to come out, and even the Disney store in London did it when the Disney store was on Regent Street. And it was just a big thing. And Toys R Us used to stock absolutely crap tons of Star Wars. I mean, you can see it for yourself. Plug for a video. I think if you type in Big Pauly Toys R Us, there's one that used to be up near me. I think it was like Chatham, about Chatham Way or Rochester Way. It used to have a big Toys R Us. And I went there with all the new Star Wars toys that used to come out on like Force Friday. And it's just a wall of Star Wars toys. They gave away a T-shirt and a bag as you walked in, and it was the place to go to buy your action figures and your play sets and things like that and your ships. It's just, even Smith's toys now are crap when it comes to things like Star Wars. It's really bad marketing from Lucasfilm, you know, because they were the leaders of toys when they first came out back in the 80s. And that's what Star Wars was built on, the release of these toys that even I had as a kid. You can go into a Smith's Toys, yeah, you've got walls of Funko Pops, and you've got loads of MCU stuff and Toy Story stuff, but the Star Wars sections are pathetic, absolutely pathetic. And it's a real shame that they just can't see that, and they can't just put a load of Star Wars stuff on the shelves. You know, it doesn't have to be from movies, the movies that go way back, but put re-releases, put all the new vintage figures up there, put the Black Series. I'm sure that they would sell, you know, because that would be a reason for me to go to Smith's Toys more, to have a look at all the Star Wars films, or the Star Wars collections. So yeah, Entertainer used to sell a lot more Star Wars stuff, but unfortunately, even they've gone down the plug hole. That's because it's all gone online. Yes, bloody hell. So if you want to buy an action figure now from Star Wars, you've got to go on like Amazon or something. Yeah, and even with the Disney store, they had those exclusive figures in like the boxes I bought a load of them. They're in the storeroom. Another plug to a video. If you look at the storeroom series that I did, I just went through all of the Star Wars figures that I had in these like silver, kind of like grey and red embossed boxes. Really nice. And they were like 29. I think they were about 20 quid each, like 19.95. That's what I miss as well. I really miss not being able to go into a Disney store. I know there's one in London. We've got a big one in London, and I think I might actually take a trip up. I might take a trip up this summer actually, and just do HMV, on the Oxford Street, and also do the Disney store and do Forbidden Planet, because that's what we did when we did our big meetup in London. And although the weather was crap, really crap, and the walk-in, yeah, it took it out of me. So I'll probably change that up a little bit, maybe get a taxi or get a bus. But it was really enjoyable, and it'll be nice to go up, especially in the nice weather with nice sunshine. Don't have to worry about carrying an umbrella with you or a big coat. And I think, yeah, just a day out in London shopping for physical media and toys. That would be brilliant. That would be brilliant. That's something that I've missed and something that I would really like to do again. And it's no problem for me to get to London, because I just go up on the high-speed train and just use the underground and everything. So yeah, I'm sure a few people might watch that video. I hope anyway. But if you want me to do that, let me know. Let me know in the comments. But I think I really want to do that actually, because that was something special we did with that that meetup, and I just loved looking at so much physical media in HMV, and the records as well with CDs. Maybe pop to fop, yes, pop to fop as well again, and just video the whole day. Yeah, see if I can actually do a 2-hour vlog. Who knows? Josh says the Entertainer is shut on Sunday as the owners are Christian. There you go. I'm sure the owners of a lot of other shops though are Christians. Like Tesco's. I don't know. I really don't know actually. Entity says, yeah, Entertainers owners are devout Christians. Okay, there you go. Unfortunately, it's losing them a lot of money. Luke's World of Movies. My Entertainer used to stock a lot of Funkos. Now they only stock 10 or 15 when they used to be about 30 or 35. In fact, the one that's down in where I live, because in my little shopping area where my Cineworld is, they used to be crap tons. No, they used to be about 200 to 300 Funkos on the shelf, and I think that has been reduced down, or it had been reduced down to maybe 20 or 30. But I bet if I go in there now, they won't have anything at all. Yeah. E-Track Studio, rest in peace, Val Kilmer. Such a sad loss. Definitely. I think now rewatching Top Gun Maverick is going to kind of like hit harder now, because he passed away. The character passed away in the film, so I think it's going to hit a bit harder when we rewatch that. There is a Val Kilmer film that I have not seen yet that I do have on 4K. That's The Doors. So I'm hoping to maybe do that in a couple of months. I might actually change up my monthly watches, because I've got the Criterion, which I've just finished. So I'm just finishing off with the editing and that before that goes up. That's going to be an hour long. Another bloody long video where I review a lot of Criterions that I've got or Posh Knobs in the collection. Then I've got the Christopher Nolans to do. Well, I might push the Christopher Nolans, maybe. I might push the Christopher Nolans to the next month. And I might do maybe a month of Val Kilmer movies, because there are a few ones that I haven't seen. And it'd be nice to rewatch ones that he he was in that I haven't seen for a while, like Heat. Was he in? He was in Red Planet, wasn't he? He was in that sci-fi film Red Planet. I'm sure he was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was. And other films as well, and get a chance to watch The Doors and a few other ones, and like Tombstone as well. Maybe I'll time it for when Tombstone comes out, so that might be a good thing to just do a Val Kilmer month. What we got here? Hello, Matthew. My entertainer at Merry Hill used to stock a lot of Funkos, but now it's a little stand by the counter. Oh dear, what a shame. B930EN channel. When is Captain America 4K release? Brave New World. Have they actually announced it? I'm just trying to think. Have they actually? I don't recall actually doing a pre-order for the Steelbook, so maybe they haven't yet. Captain, I'm pretty sure that it hasn't been announced yet. Could be wrong. Actually, no, I don't think they have. I've just typed in Captain America 4K, and all that's come up is like action figures and T-shirts. Yeah, I can't say that I've seen any artwork for it or on a pre-order. Funny you should mention that, actually. That's really weird because they used to like announce them the same day or even before they were released. You know, a day before they were released, they put the pre-orders up at like midnight or something. That's really weird. Yeah. I hope that doesn't mean something very dodgy is going on. We'll have to keep our eyes on that one. Have you ordered the Monkey Steelbook and Captain America Steelbooks? Well, like you say, Captain America, but I can't see it. I can't find it on HMV. So I don't know about over here. So if anybody's managed to pre-order it, if it's available, let me know. The Monkey, I haven't pre-ordered that. I actually didn't see that in the cinema. I might need to rewatch the trailer on that one because don't know. I'm not sure on that one. Dave's Movies, Heretic, great movie. Got the MRA case version now. Steelbook is out tomorrow. Might have to get that. I like the Steelbook version artwork. Watch my video tonight at 6 o'clock. That's all I'm saying. Sam is here, and Sam says, "What's a good movie to watch with my grandma tomorrow?" I really don't know. I don't know. Did you hear they are filming the new James Bond, but have not announced who's going to play him? I hope it's Henry Cavill. I don't think they've filmed. I don't think they're filming it yet. I don't think so. I know they're now moving forward. Thank God for that, you know, because it's just been standing still for so long. So at least things are now in motion, and Amazon are going to want to get things moving. I don't think it will be Henry Cavill. I really don't. You know, he's at the top of everybody's list. I'd love to see Henry Cavill as Bond. I really don't think it's going to happen, though. I still think it's going to be Aaron Taylor-Johnson. There has been talk recently about, what was his name? He was in the TV series The Gentleman from Guy Ritchie, and he was in the Divergent films. I can't remember his name. I think if he bulked up, if he did some muscle work, I think he would actually be quite a good Bond. But yeah, and there's just so many names going around, isn't there? You know, Idris Elba, which he's actually defunct as saying he's never even been asked about it. Tom Hardy, it won't be Tom Hardy. He's too well known. He's too well known, and he's got so much other stuff that's going on. So yeah. Then again, it could just be a complete bloody unknown that we have no knowledge of. Do you think CEX will have a shelf of every Steelbook ever made? Be nice, wouldn't it? Do you know what would be really nice? A Steelbook CEX store. That's all they sell, Steelbooks. I think I would actually live there. I think I would buy a tent, get myself a flask, and I would just snuggle up and just stay there. Matthew says, I turned 18 on the 28th of March. Oh, fantastic. Congratulations. I hope you had a really good birthday. Bloody hell, 18. Flipping Nora. I can't even remember what I was doing at 18. What was I doing? I think I was working in Dover Docks. I was a dock runner, I think. Running paperwork between docks and that. Flipping hell, 18. My God. I feel so old now. Entity says, I don't think it's necessarily the Palestinian side. That's just she ranted on Twitter saying the old Snow White was sexist. So people are saying, why those things when you're getting millions? Yeah, you know, the whole weird. That has got to be a meme, isn't it? There's got to be a meme somewhere on the internet with that now. Yeah, and the whole Prince, you know, kissing her. That's the thing with a lot of the old stuff. You can look at it a different way now. Like it could look a bit weird. It could look a bit weird kissing it. Thingy made it out. Ben from the chair. If you've seen Ben's video, he compared the old Snow White, original Snow White, to the new Snow White. He's the only person that I've ever known that actually called the original Snow White a pile of shite. But he does bring up some really good points in the video. So, you know, it's just weird that this prince is kissing a dead corpse. So definitely go and watch that. Watch Ben's video from the chair because he does bring up a lot of important points there, a lot of interesting stuff. But yeah, a lot of stuff back then can be seen as a bit weird and kind of a bit wrong now. What's this? Any Blu-ray hunting tomorrow? Unfortunately not. I'm working. Yeah, I am working, which is a damn shame because it's going to be really nice tomorrow. I am working Monday and Tuesday, but then I'm off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So the hunt will be on Wednesday. I think Thursday is going to be the hottest day of the year down here. I think they're saying it's going to be about 22 degrees. So I think we're going to have a nice coat-free Blu-ray hunt on Wednesday. Plus I've got a £74 voucher for CEX now because I traded some stuff in yesterday. Yeah, so I might be picking some stuff up this week. I'm going to have a look through some of CEX's local stores and see if there's anything that I've been looking for. So even though we might be doing the Blu-ray hunting in Maidstone on Wednesday, I can kind of like detour to maybe Ashford or maybe another store. Sam is here. Hello, how are you today? What are your top 10 favourite Pixar films? Oh, okay. I don't know if I can do 10. Yeah, I don't know if I can do 10 without having a really good think about it. Definitely my first one is Toy Story, the original Toy Story. It's the one that kicked it off, and it's just those characters are so lovable. Up is definitely in there. Monsters Inc. definitely. Inside Out definitely. What would be my last one of the top 5? I think probably WALL-E. WALL-E. It's so difficult to do a good top ranking for Pixar films because there are so many great quality Pixar films. What was the one that they're just talking about now? They're going to do another one. You know, we're getting Toy Story 5. they were considering or thinking about doing another one. It's Incredibles, isn't it? Is it Incredibles 3? I think Incredibles 3's coming. And there may be another one. So I'm just looking at them on the shelf here. Yeah, there may be another one, but yeah, there is an Incredibles 3 coming, isn't there? Because they showed the logo at the Disney, is it D24 or whatever it's called, or D23. I was actually shocked when they announced Toy Story 5. You know, Toy Story, I think Toy Story 1, 2, and 3 is the perfect trilogy. And they just ended it perfectly at the end of Toy Story 3. I had no problem with Toy Story 4. I thought it was a really good film. And they put a lot of effort into it. And we got Forky and everything. Toy Story 5, I'm really hoping is going to be a good one. I really hope they don't naff it up. Jackie's here. It's Jaws' 50th anniversary this year. Do you think we'll get a new collector's edition or something to celebrate? Pardon me. Well, they've released the 4K collector's box sets, I think, already, because I know I've got it with the lenticular front. I think there probably will be another collection. There might be an entire 4-movie collection. That's another steelbook tin that they could release for films. But I think they might do a special release. I think they might do a special release for the first film. And I think there's probably going to be a cinema trip. Yeah. I saw Jaws when it was re-released in 4K probably about a year and a half to 2 years ago. Must be. I saw it in IMAX. And it was really good. I really enjoyed it. It's funny. I kind of like have more fun going to the cinema to watch all these old films. You know, like when they re-show any of the old Star Wars films, like, you know, Empire Strikes Back. I had a hell of a time rewatching that a couple of years ago in the cinema. And I'd love to go and rewatch Independence Day. They really do need to re-release that. I think there's an anniversary coming up for Independence Day. I'm pretty sure that was 1996. Yeah, you'll have to let me know. I'm pretty sure that was 1996, the original Independence Day. So that might have a big cinema re-release next year, maybe. But yeah, I have a lot of fun going back watching these old films, and I think a lot of people do as well, because they're not empty. They're not empty screens. There's always people going to watch re-releases of classic films. And of course, you know what this year is, don't you? It's anniversary of Back to the Future. So forget an opportunity to watch Back to the Future in the cinema again, in IMAX, I hope. That'd be something special. That'd be something special. I would love to watch a re-release of Back to the Future in 4K in an IMAX. I think that would probably end up being my cinema moment of the year. Yeah, so I'm excited about stuff that's opening at the cinema and revisiting old classics and stuff like that. Yeah, and what was the other one? What was the other one I was going to mention? Is it another anniversary? I think it might be another anniversary. No, yeah, it is. It's Revenge of the Sith. May, isn't it? May will be the anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. And I'm pretty sure that's going back into cinemas. So yeah, that is definitely a film that I'm going to be there on day one to rewatch, hopefully in IMAX. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah. I'd love to get back there. Hopefully that will happen. Have you seen Five Nights at Freddy's 2 teaser trailer? Do you know what? I've got the steelbook for the first film. I still have not seen it, so I'm going to have to watch that film before I watch the new one. Josh is here. Another Josh. What's your favourite Star Wars 4K steelbooks? Just wondering. Favourite Star Wars 4K steelbooks. I mean, I love the artwork for the 4K releases of all the main 4Ks. We're using the poster artwork. The Force Awakens, one of the original Force Awakens when it first came out, was really nice because it had kind of like shimmering lightsabers, a red and a blue one. And it was just kind of like metallic as you shone it towards the light. I think probably one of my favourites, though, it's... Oh, I don't know if can I reach it? Oh, dear. Might be able to reach it. Is that the right one? No, it's not. I mean, this is one of the ones that I was talking about. This is actually The Last Jedi, the one with Rey on it, and kind of the way that the lightsaber shimmers, and it's beautiful gloss that, and you've got some nice, debossing down there, and then you've got Kylo and like the shimmering lightsaber on the back there. This is a real fingerprint magnet. This is. What was the other one? The other one is Blue Fans, a Blue Fans edition of The Last Jedi, and it's just red and white, and it's like the battle on Crate, and it is absolutely gorgeous, an absolutely gorgeous steelbook. Unfortunately, it's in the other room, so I can't grab it. But if you look on my videos, another plug. Look on my videos for Big Pauly, Blue Fans, Last Jedi, Blue Fans, something like that. Yeah. And you'll see an unboxing for it. Also, the Rogue One, the Blue Fans Rogue One is really nice. So there's loads. And that is the reason, even though I've got all the main Star Wars films, including Solo and Rogue One, as 4K steelbooks, I've not got rid of the original like 3D releases of The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi and stuff like that, because they are beautiful steelbooks. That's like going back to a question that we had at the beginning of the stream, should you only have one item in your collection? That's a reason why not. Because, you don't, even though it's the same film and it's the same thing inside, the packaging is completely different. And it's just a joy to own, to own things like that. And it's not just physical media, like I say, it goes back to any type of collecting. People collect stamps, they all do the same thing. You lick the back of them and you stick them on and post something, but they all have different designs on them. What's the difference? What else we got here? Do you think the Citizen Kane 4K will go for $1,000? Do you know what? I don't know how long is that going to stay there? I really don't know. Do you know? Maybe eventually, if it's still there. Do you know what? If it's still there at the end of the year, I'm going to buy it. And I'm going to do it as a giveaway. So somebody can actually own the Citizen Kane 4K. Yeah, I'll do that if it's still there at the end of the year. God knows what price it'll be. It'll probably be about £100 by then. Sam says, can you get out to my friend Kyle and Riley? You mean a shout out? Hello, if it is a shout out, can you get out to my friends Riley Claire? A shout out? Hello? I think it's a shout out. Pardon me. Luke says, Predator Badlands in November. Can't wait. Hope it's good. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, actually. Prey was brilliant. I loved Prey. And I'm really looking forward to this one as well. We don't really know too much about it. I haven't read into it. I certainly haven't. I don't think there's a trailer for it yet, or even a teaser. But I don't think I've seen any poster artwork for it. So yeah, there's a lot of good stuff this year. A lot of good stuff. And like I was saying over on that Movies with James stream when I was watching it, James Cameron recently came out and said that Avatar 3 is going to change the way of the movie industry forever. It's just going to completely change film forever. So I really don't know what he means by that. And that his wife has recently seen a cut of Avatar 3. And she was totally flawed and emotional for hours, and it took her ages to recover. I'm wondering, has he secretly adapted this and secretly done glasses free 3D? He was promising to do it. He was promising to do it when Avatar first started. I wonder if he's been developing secret technology so that when we go to see Avatar 3, you'll turn up knowing it's a 3D showing, and you'll say to them, "Can I have a pair of glasses?" And they say, "You don't need them." Wouldn't that be something? Wow. That would be something, yeah. What we got here? We have Nick. Hello. Have you seen the new Naked Gun teaser trailer? Yes, I have. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit earlier on. I don't know. I don't know. Like I say, Liam Neeson is not really a comedic actor, so I don't know how it's gonna work. But I'll definitely watch it. Did you like the Star Wars Strange New World series trailer? Yeah, that was fun. I've never had any problem with Strange New Worlds. I thought it was a nice return to weekly episodic TV. You know, because we had Star Trek Discovery for about 4 years, was it? 4 or 5 years, and it was each season was one continuous story. But it's nice to go back to this episodic TV. And I had no problem with the musical. I loved the musical episode, actually, even with the Klingons singing and dancing. I thought it was fun. Took me back to like the Buffy Once More with Feeling episode. Even Grey's Anatomy did a musical. Scotty's Movies. Hello, mate. How are you? Carry On Car Boot with Pauly and Kenneth Williams. I'd like to see that one. But Unplugged is still here. I've got Supergirl seasons 1 and 2, The Flash season 5, and Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman season 1 for £3. That's pretty good. I just could not get into all of these Flash and Supergirls. There was just so many of them. What with Arrow, and Legends of Tomorrow. There was so many of them all running at the same time with episodes going into others and that. And I just could not keep up with it. So I just bowed out. Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman. I love that, you know, with it's so good that I can't remember who was in it. Terry Hatcher and Dean Cain. I didn't even watch the new one, Superman and Lois. So yeah, but I love the original Lois and Clark one. Jason's here. That's not everybody's here. I'm just saying that they are here. I saw the new Naked Gun trailer 2 days ago, and it looks like a film. Might go and see, hopefully. Do you have Morbius and Madam Web steelbooks? I've got more. Hang on. I've got Morbius. I do have Morbius. I saw Morbius with Lulu and Claire at their house, and we all enjoyed it till the end, where they completely ballsed up the ending of it. So we had fun with it, yeah. Madam Web, no, I don't own it. I don't own it in the collection. I will never own it in the collection. Entity, have you seen the TED TV series, and what would you rate it out of 10? They're making a season 2. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great show. It's so refreshing that they kept it like an R rating. You know, they didn't dumb it down for TV by removing the best part of it, like Ted snorting some cocaine or throwing back a beer or swearing his head off. So I'm glad they kept it as it was. I would probably rate that like a 9, like a 9 out of 10. I love that show, and I'm really looking forward to the second series. I don't think Ted's series has had a release over here, has it? I can't remember seeing a Blu-ray release for it, but I think it's been released in the States. Dave's Movies got Wolfman on pre-order, only available in Amaray case version, no UK steelbook. Okay, I won't be picking that up because I thought that was shite. Jason says, I watched the new Naked... Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, watched that one already. Dale's here. Hello, Dale. How are you? I'm good, thanks. Last night I finished the whole of Red Dwarf. Just waiting for the new one this year. I actually have not seen the previous Red Dwarf. Was it like a 90-minute movie that they did? I actually missed that. Matthew says, have you ever had a Sunday dinner pizza? No, but that sounds intriguing. But I've not, no. Universal Studios fans going, I'm going to see you later. Bye-bye. Thanks for popping along. Entity, do you like Seth MacFarlane as an actor-director? I think he's probably my #1 favourite by a mile. Yeah, I think he's good. I think he's really good. Especially the oh God, why am I forgetting the name of it? The space show, the spoof of Star Trek, The Orchard, The Oracle. I forgot the bloody name of it. Oh my God, what is it? It's because it hasn't had a physical release in the UK on Blu-ray. That's why I can't remember it. That's going to drive me nuts. You know what one I'm talking about, though. Believe it or not, I have not seen a single episode of Family Guy. Who's this? What? Poison Oracle. I think that says. Would you consider more of a lifestyle video vlog? I'd be interested in seeing you do content away from physical media, like maybe a bit about your life home setup. Probably not. Or even clothes shopping. Respectfully, some people may like to see a bigger guy clothes shopping, as most fashion videos do show off other clothes sizes than a baby. I think my life outside of physical media would bore the shit out of you. So I wouldn't bother. I wouldn't bother. Movies with James. Appreciate that, mate. We'll chat and stuff before a future stream. Definitely. The Tron trailer was good. Yeah, really enjoyed that one. I'd like to see I Am Legend 2 come around 2025. I'd like to expand to see how Will Smith is the world's last hope, since he found out that the monsters in the last movie were still people. We are getting one, aren't we? I'm pretty sure that we are getting one. Dave's Movies says, started doing short 4K unboxing videos. Any advice? I can't really advise you, because to be perfectly honest, I really don't like short videos. I'm completely against them. Yeah, I think that if you want to do a video, you just need to establish a fan base, establish an audience, and make them want to sit down and watch you do a video. Not like, oh, I'm sitting on the toilet and I've got 30 seconds to watch this video. Connect with them. Yeah, so that's why I don't do short videos. So yeah, I haven't really got any advice, unfortunately. Just trapped in their mind with an automation body. Okay. Trekanaut says, have you watched From? Also, For All Mankind, new season is due. Cannot wait. And then there's the spin-off as well. From is absolutely brilliant. I absolutely love that show. I can't believe we've got to wait ages for the next series, though. For All Mankind, I love it. I love that show. I'm really pissed, though, because I've got all of the seasons on Blu-ray from Dazzler Media, And then they decided they're not releasing the next one because I think it's something to do with copyright or something, or licensing, which is really bloody annoying because now we've got an incomplete collection. I am looking forward to watching the next series, though. I didn't know there's a spin-off, though. What's the spin-off? I didn't know there was a spin-off to it. I've not heard that. I'd like an autobiography film on Kurt Cobain, lead singer of Nirvana, like how Bohemian Rhapsody was made. I'd like the title to be maybe As You Are or In the Way. Okay, I was never into Nirvana, so I really don't know too much about Nirvana, other than what happened. Dave's movies, not a great lover from what ordering from Zavi. They're not exactly reliable. Butts Unplugged has finally got to go. There he goes. Thanks, mate. E-Track says, do you think Austin Butler could play a good Danny Zuko Grease remake? I think he would nail it. I think he could. I think he would be a good choice. Yeah, definitely. Matthew, how did you feel when Wolverine said to Deadpool that he's got nothing before Wolverine? What? That he's got nothing before Wolverine tries to get in the Time Ripper room. I don't know. I'm having to kind of squint to see these comments because they're just not the same size as they used to be on the Streamland or StreamYard or whatever you want to call it. Entity says, I always get Henry Cavill mixed up with the guy from the American Assassin. Don't know who that is. Do you think Netflix will release Squid Game 1, 2, and 3 on physical media when season 3 comes out? I don't know. I actually don't know. I mean, look how long that we've been waiting for a proper release of Stranger Things. I don't know. Hopefully they will release maybe a box set of Stranger Things eventually. 20% off £200 would be 40, Pauly, not 50 or 60. Yeah, probably, yeah. So it's more like £160 then for the box set. I was never very good at maths. HMV increased prices on 4K, no more 2 for 30 or 3 for 40. Now they put it up to 3 for 50. Hopefully they reduce it back down. So I suppose they have to see how sales go first. Entity says, I'd like to have a KFC for life card. Yeah, that would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? James says, sign the 50 Shades and give them away. I'd love some big Pauly memorabilia. I did that, didn't I? I don't think I've got any left on it with the cases because I signed them when we did the convention when we did the meetup in Birmingham, and I just gave everybody a signed copy. Pod Racing Palpatine. What a great name. Hello, I'm late. Do you think tariffs will affect the price of USA imports for 4Ks produced in Mexico and sent to USA and then shipped to us here in the UK? I don't know, probably. I'll expect they'll probably put all the prices up eventually. What is this? Go to the Bandai Gundam pop-up store in Camden. Okay. I would watch you if and when you go to London for a Blu-ray hunt. Entity says, you could do the London hunt on May the 4th, maybe. For May the 4th, be with you and pick up a butt ton of Star Wars related merchandise. Could be. Matthew says, I think Captain America 4 is released in May. Are you watching the new Mission Impossible trailer tomorrow? If it comes out tomorrow, then definitely. Jason says, Theo James, that's it, yeah, from the Gentleman TV series. Sam says, bye. Bye, Sam. He's probably gone long ago by now. Are you watching the new Doctor Who next Saturday? I'm looking forward to it. I will watch it. I will settle down and watch it. Well, I won't actually, because I'll be at work, so I'll watch it when I come home. But yeah, I'm willing to give it a go. I did like the new trailer. There's a lot of interesting stuff in it. Matthew said, I had a really nice birthday. I usually have a takeaway, but we decided to go out. I went to Fellows in Dudley. Matthew says, are you off to see the new Rami Malek film or the Drop? I'm going to hopefully see both of them, one after the other. E-Track says, Pauly, can I join you for Blu-ray hunting one day if our paths cross, or we can arrange something? Definitely. Dave says, have you watched Mobland on Paramount? Yes, I have. Only the first episode, but yeah, really good. Tom Hardy's great in it. Do you realise when it gets to the 21st of April, it will be the 1 year anniversary of Deadpool 3 second trailer? When it gets to the 23rd, 25th of July, it will be 1 year anniversary of the movie. Oh, cool. Did you know, Paul, that half releases on the Buses movie on Blu-ray? Okay. Yeah, can't wait for the new Star Trek Worlds, Strange New Worlds. I have seen the trailer for Tron. Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman is coming to Blu-ray this year. Oh, that'd be good. Good job with that. I never picked up the DVD release then, all those years ago in Sainsbury's. The entertainment headquarters is here. Hello. And Alan is here. Alan Seymour. Hello, mate. What we got here? David says, would you buy the Carry On film collection? You get 4 movies in it on Blu-ray. I do have one of the box sets now that I picked up from Umbrella. Is that Umbrella? I'm sure. No, Viavision. I think, yeah, Kermit, I think it's got like 3 box sets now. So it's probably about 12 movies, maybe. Paulie, where's the best place to sit at the cinema? I usually kind of like sit halfway back and to one side. Entertainment says, you're looking forward to Sinners? Yeah, I am. Luke says, I think Fantastic Four First Steps will do well in the cinemas as well as Thunderbolts. Yeah, I think they're going to be two really good films that's going to get people out. When do you think that we might find out when the new Kingsman with Taron Egerton and Colin Firth? I don't know. I haven't heard anything new on that. Sam says, are you going to watch the live action of Lilo and Stitch, or Leo? I don't know. I have never seen Lilo and Stitch, anything of it. So I've never even seen the original animation for it. Dale says, are you seen the new Karate Kid Legends trailer yet? What's that, Raiji? Have you heard about the lonesome loser beaten by the Queen of Hearts every time? I enjoyed Snow White in IMAX, and my friend loved it as well in my empty IMAX. David says, yes, Sean Connery's 6 6 James Bond films are scheduled for 4K release in June the 3rd, with a limited edition steelbook box set also launching the same day. Yes. Legend Lewis is here. Hello, mate. Hope all is well. Yeah, I'll be leaving with some people from my college in a couple of hours to go to Finland for a week. Really looking forward to it. Oh, brilliant. Hope you enjoy it. Have a great time. Yeah. Luke says, which movie is better, Mission Impossible 6 or 7? Oh, God. Fallout. I think Fallout is a better film. E-Track says, Paulie, do you think DVDs and Blu-rays are much different in picture quality? Yes, definitely. Yeah, not so much Blu-ray to 4K, although you can notice the difference, but definitely DVDs and Blu-rays. Receiver Position says, do you have a membership like Limitless at the Odeon at the cinema? I have Limitless plus £20, and I think it's worth it. Yeah, I have the Cineworld one. I don't so much go to the standard screens in Cineworld because I prefer View, because our Cineworlds don't have recliner chairs, whereas the View does, and it's a better experience with the laser, the laser projector and that, and audio is much better. So I have a better experience at View, but I mainly have the Cineworld card for IMAX, because normally an IMAX can be about 20 quid. But with the Cineworld card, it knocks it right down to £5. So it's only £5 to see an IMAX film. And that really helps, especially in the summer months with all the blockbusters. Yeah, I've already had that one. Right, I think that's about it. Yeah, I think we'll call it a day. It's been about an hour and 40 minutes. Yeah, so nearly 6:15. Yeah, so thanks everybody for popping along, and hope you enjoyed the stream. Sorry if I didn't answer everybody's questions, but I'm going to get downstairs. I'm going to get something to eat and watch a bit of TV with Papa Bowman. Sunday night, what's on a Sunday night? Can't remember. I'm looking forward to watching Celebrity Big Brother tomorrow, because we've got Mickey Rourke as an inmate, as a house guest. Apparently Goldie Hawn was going in the house, but I think she's pulled out at the last moment. That sounds awful, doesn't it? Yeah, anyway, I'm looking forward to that anyway. I know it's a load of old crap, but I'm looking forward to it. So hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll say, if you did, like it by giving it some thumbs up. Yes, and there will be Blu-ray hunting coming this week. It will be coming on Wednesday. My new release unboxings are already up now, 6 o'clock, and tomorrow night at 5 o'clock there will be an hour-long boot fair car boot sale video as well. So don't forget to check that one out. So thanks everybody for popping along, and I'll see you on the next one very soon. Bye bye.